Welcome to my channel, Value Old Coins. Today videos is one you won't to miss. We're diving into the world of coins, so let's get it started. The United States of America, 177761976. Bicentennial Quarter dollar is one of the most iconic and widely circulated commemorative coins ever issued by the U.S. Mint. It holds a special place, not only in numismatic circles but also in the hearts of the American public because it was minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The quarter, bearing the dual date 1776 to 1976, is part of a larger bicentennial coin program that also included half-dollar and dollar denominations. This unique series marked the first time in U.S. history that a commemorative design was placed into general circulation for the American people to use in everyday transactions, making it both a practical currency and a keepsake of national heritage. The obverse front design of the Bicentennial Quarter maintains the familiar and revered portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This profile, originally sculpted by John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of Washington's birth, remained unchanged for the bicentennial release, save for the addition of the dual date 1776 to 1976 beneath Washington's portrait. Replacing the usual single year of minting, along the top perimeter of the coin is the proud inscription, United States of America, while the denomination quarter dollar is positioned at the bottom. To the left of Washington's profile appears the national motto, Liberty, and to the right, directly above the date, is the religious motto, In God We Trust. The combination of these inscriptions echoes the values upon which the United States was founded: freedom, faith, and unity. That the reverse back design of the Bicentennial Quarter, however, was an entirely new creation, specifically commissioned for the occasion. The design competition attracted numerous entries from talented artists, but the winning design was created by Jack L.R., a commercial artist. His reverse design features a striking image of a colonial drummer boy in full period attire, standing tall with his drum strapped around his body, symbolizing the fighting spirit of the American Revolution. To the left of the drummer is a torch encircled by 13 stars, representing the original 13 colonies that declared independence from British rule in 1776. The inscription, United States of America, arches across the top of the coin, while E pluribus unum, the Latin motto meaning out of many, one, is inscribed above the torch symbol. The denomination quarter dollar is placed at the bottom of the reverse, completing a balanced and evocative design. The bicentennial quarters were struck between 1975 and 1976, and interestingly, all these coins bear the dual date 1776 to 1976, irrespective of their actual year of minting. No quarters dated 1975 exist. These coins were produced in various U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver marked with a D, and San Francisco marked with an S. The San Francisco Mint struck both regular proof versions in copper nickel clad and a special 40% silver clad proof and uncirculated versions for collectors, offering a finer finish and a higher silver content as a commemorative keepsake. In terms of composition, most of the circulation strike bicentennial quarters were made from the standard copper nickel clad combination. This material consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper, resulting in a total coin weight of approximately 5.67 grams and a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. However, the special collector's versions, produced in San Francisco, contained a 40% silver composition, making them highly sought after by numismatists and enthusiasts alike. These silver-clad quarters were available in both proof and uncirculated finishes, offering a more brilliant luster and superior detail compared to their copper-nickel counterparts. From a historical perspective, the bicentennial coinage, the program was more than a mere anniversary celebration. It was a unifying symbol for a nation reflecting on 2 centuries of growth, progress, and freedom. The public's reception of these coins was overwhelmingly positive, as people eagerly set aside examples for their personal collections, family keepsakes, and patriotic tokens. Today, these quarters remain commonly found in circulation, though their unique design ensures they are often pulled from change jars and cash drawers as cherished reminders of America's founding principles. Collectors value bicentennial quarters for their historical context rather than their monetary worth, as most circulated examples carry only face value. However, uncirculated or proof specimens, especially those with the 40% silver content, hold greater appeal and modest premiums in the numismatic market. Condition, strike quality, and whether the coin is a regular clad issue or a silver version are key factors in determining its value. High-grade mint state, MS67, and above examples, particularly those with pristine surfaces and well-struck details, are rarer and command higher prices among dedicated collectors. As a commemorative issue, The 1776 to 1976 quarter stands apart from regular issue coinage not only in its dual date feature but also in the symbolism embedded in its design. The colonial drummer boy represents youthful vigor, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of independence. The torch, surrounded by stars, signifies enlightenment, unity, and the collective effort of the original states to forge a new nation based on liberty and democracy. Together, these elements form a visual narrative that pays tribute to the ideals and sacrifices of the revolutionary generation while inspiring future generations to uphold and cherish the values of freedom and justice. In conclusion, the United States of America, 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter Dollar, remains an enduring emblem of American heritage. Its thoughtful design, historical significance, and accessibility make it one of the most recognizable and widely collected U.S. coins. Whether nestled in a collector's album, glinting in a display case, or resting in a pocket, each Bicentennial quarter is a tangible link to a pivotal moment in the nation's history, reminding us of the journey from a fledgling collection of colonies to a powerful and enduring democracy. Top to the United States of America, South Dakota State Quarter Dollar. Minted in 2006, represents one of the most visually intricate and symbolically significant entries in the 50 state quarters. The program initiated by the United States Mint in 1999. This ambitious and highly successful program was designed to honor each of the 50 states with its own unique quarter reverse design, issued in the order that each state ratified the Constitution or was admitted to the Union. South Dakota, the 40th state to join the Union on November 2, 1889. Was honored with its official commemorative quarter in 2006. Near the conclusion of this historic numismatic series, the program itself not only revitalized interest in coin collecting across the United States but also served as an educational platform, encouraging millions of Americans to learn more about the history, culture, and landmarks of each state. The obverse front of the South Dakota State Quarter follows the consistent design used throughout the 50 state quarters program. It features the familiar and dignified profile of George Washington, the nation's first president, whose image has graced the U.S. quarter dollar since 1932. This portrait was originally designed by John Flanagan and slightly modified for the state quarters to accommodate new inscriptions. The inscriptions on the obverse include United States of America arched across the top, Liberty to the left of Washington's profile, and the national motto In God We Trust to the right. Beneath the portrait appears the denomination, quarter dollar, and just above it, the mint mark, in this case, AP indicating the Philadelphia Mint. The mint mark signifies where the coin was struck and is a crucial detail for collectors and historians alike, particularly when cataloging variations and mintages across different facilities. The reverse back of the 2006 South Dakota quarter is a masterful composition that captures some of the most iconic and enduring symbols associated with the state. Dominating the reverse is an image of the famous Mount Rushmore National Memorial, featuring the sculpted faces of four pivotal U.S. presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, carved into the granite face of the Black Hills by sculptor Gutzon Borglum and his team between 1927 and 1941. Mount Rushmore stands as a powerful symbol of American democracy, leadership, and perseverance. On the South Dakota quarter, the monument is depicted from a side angle, capturing the majestic depth and character of each face, a fitting tribute to both the artistry of the memorial and the legacy of the leaders it enshrines. Encircling Mount Rushmore is a ring-necked pheasant in flight, the state bird of South Dakota. The pheasant, introduced to the region in the early 20th century, has thrived in the grasslands and farmlands of the state, becoming both an emblem of its natural heritage and a favorite among hunting communities. The bird is shown with wings outstretched, as though soaring over the Black Hills, symbolizing freedom, resilience, and the rich wildlife of South Dakota's diverse ecosystems. Flanking the monument and pheasant imagery are two sprigs of wheat, representing South Dakota's deep agricultural roots and economic reliance on farming, particularly wheat cultivation, which remains one of the state's primary industries. The wheat also pays homage to the settlers and farmers, whose labor shaped the state's cultural and economic landscape. At the top of the reverse is the inscription South Dakota, Saribud Dlapan Ratas Dlapan Pulis Milan, marking the state's name and the year of its admission to the Union. Beneath the main design is the national motto, E pluribus unum, which translates from Latin to out of many, one. This timeless phrase speaks to the unity forged from the diverse peoples and states that together form the United States. At the very bottom is the year of issue, 2006, indicating when this commemorative coin was released into circulation. From a technical perspective, the 2006 South Dakota State Quarter was minted in both Philadelphia P and Denver D for general circulation. as well as in San Francisco S4 collector's proof sets. The standard circulation strike quarters, like this example from Philadelphia, were composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. Each coin has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, a weight of 5.67 grams, and a reeded edge. The proof versions minted in San Francisco were produced in both copper-nickel clad and a 90% silver composition, offering a higher quality finish and enhanced appeal for collectors. The South Dakota State Quarter was officially released into circulation on November 6, 2006, as the final issue of the 2006 calendar year and the 40th release in the 50 State Quarters program overall. Its release generated excitement both within South Dakota and nationwide, with public ceremonies, educational outreach programs, and widespread media coverage highlighting its historical and cultural significance. The combination of Mount Rushmore, the pheasant, and the wheat wreath created a design that resonated not only with state pride but also with a broader American audience, celebrating the natural beauty, wildlife, and monumental achievements that define the nation's character. In the years since its release, the South Dakota State Quarter has become a favorite among collectors and casual enthusiasts alike. While most circulated examples retain face value, high-grade, uncirculated and proof specimens can command modest premiums, particularly those certified by professional grading services as Mint State MS67 or higher. Silver-proof versions, with their higher precious metal content and enhanced visual appeal, are especially popular among numismatic investors and collectors seeking to complete full sets of the 50 State Quarters series. Beyond its tangible worth, the 2006 South Dakota Quarter serves as a miniature historical document, a piece of pocket-sized art that encapsulates the enduring spirit of a state and its people. It reflects the pride of a region steeped in natural grandeur and historical significance, while also participating in a larger national narrative of unity and shared heritage. Coins like this not only facilitate commerce but also tell stories, bridging generations and preserving memory through their enduring images and inscriptions. In conclusion, the United States of America 2006 South Dakota State Quarter Dollar remains a remarkable example of modern commemorative coinage. Its carefully considered design elements, from the grandeur of Mount Rushmore and the vibrant flight of the ringneck pheasant to the symbolic wheat sprigs and meaningful, offer a comprehensive representation of South Dakota's identity and contributions to the nation. As part of the celebrated 50 State Quarters program, it continues to hold both historical and sentimental value, reminding Americans of the rich tapestry of people, places, and events that have shaped the United States over the centuries.